Ubunye Bamahostela, an organization representing hostel dwellers in Durban, is hosting a traditional dance festival titled Ingoma. The event is aimed at promoting peace and ending violence in hostels. It takes place at the Glebelands hostel, which was engulfed in violence for more than 10 years. Residents of other hostels will also take part. For more on this, SABC News reporter Vusi Khumalo is there with video journalist Ray Mbhele. Vusi, good afternoon to you. Thanks indeed for your time. Quite significant that this is taking place at the Glebelands hostel, which has been the scene of, many deaths and violence over a number of years. Talk to us about the importance of what is taking place there.
Yes, as you may know, Criselda, yes, good afternoon. The province of KwaZulu-Natal has been engulfed with violence, and that some of that violence actually come from these areas, the hostels. That's where a lot of violence, especially in KwaZulu-Natal, that is where it is also manifested in these areas of hostels. Of course, Umlazi, of course, the main hostel known as Glebelands. We also have Kwamashu hostel, which is also notoriously. We also have other areas such as Wema, Teheis. So those are some of the hostels that are in here in Durban, but there are also other hostels in other areas of KwaZulu-Natal. There's always been violence, and especially at this time of the year. This is just before the beginning of the festive season. You know that as people will be going back to their homes, going even as far as Nongoma, Ulundi, Umsinga, Newcastle. So what they are trying to do here is that they are saying that they are going to hold peaceful meetings so that when they are going back to their respective places, they will not be able to renew old hostilities or rivalries that are seen in the Durban hostels. So that's the main aim. They are gathering today so that they can iron out any differences that may perhaps hinder them when they are back home in those areas such as Ulundi and Unongoma. As I'm asking our camera person, Ray Mbhele, is currently showing you a number of people, even though it is still early days for now. It has not started as yet, but we are told that in few hours it will start. But as you can see, this is a group of women doing indlamu in isiZulu, doing Zulu dance. As Ray Mbhele is showing you, giving you those visuals. Let me perhaps so that you can hear what they are seeing. Let us talk to the main organizer now of the event, Mnumzane Vusi Thusi. Baba, kafushane nje isikhathi sakho, igama nesibongo. Siyabona ukuthi ni matasa nilungiselela ukuthi mase niya le emakhaya. Lezi zinto esizibona la emahostela nikhumelane umlotha njengesizwe sodwa sikaZulu. Inhloso ngqangi yokuthi nenze lo mhlangano lo mcimbi la namhlanje lapha eMlazi.
Igama lami ngumthembiseni Thusi, omkhulumeli wenhlangano kuba amahostela. Ukuba khona la ehostela seGlebelands thina kusinika ugqozi nofukufuku ukuthi iGlebelands kuyaba nenkinga eminyakeni ewu10 edlulela ukuhlala kwakhona bekungekuhle, baningi obaba nabafowethu abahlukana emphefumulo yabo. Namhlanje sizokwenza ukuthi sizogcina uzinzo ukubanxusa ukuthi osekwenzeka sinethemba lokuthi ukusuka kwethu namhlanje la eGlebelands kuzosala uzinzo, kube ukuhloniphana nokwazana.
Mase nje ukukhumbuze abalaleli ngaxolisa ungena ini. Mase ukhumbuze nje ababukeli nabalaleli emakhaya ukuthi yini lenzeko oyishoyo e10 years ago.
eminyakeni eyishumi edlule iGlebelands kuyoba ihostela la ebelibukeka kuyihostela okusho kube kwaJob igazi kepha ngomsebenzi wobunye Bamahostela bakwazi ukuthi busebenze ngokuyikhandla ubuholi bakhona eGlebelands ukuthi kube nokuthula. Namhlanje sizofezekisa lelo phupho la abahlaba seGlebelands ukuthi bahlale ngokuthula. Ingakho la kuna ingoma iswa kwamasho emlazo wakaMahostela ikakhulukazi nemfene okuyiyona ingoma engajwayelekile. La sizohlanganisa nje inhlanga ezahlukene ngalo mcimbi wethu ingoma yokuthula noxolo.
Senizobuyela emakhaya manje ngabe lezi zinto ebihle siyibona la mhlambe ziyaqhubeka le njengoba sekubuyela emakhaya kompangeni koLundi umsinga kanjalo koNewcastle.
Esinxusayo kubahlali basemahostela bebonke sithi ukuza emadolobheni amaThekwini kwakukuba bezosebenzela izingane zabo. Leyo nto ke iyenzeka ke ukuthi kube nokungaboni ngasolinye. Kepha ungaboni ngasolinye akusho ukuthi sefanele sithathelane izikhali sibulalane. Kusinika ukuthi asihlale phansi sixoxe sibonisane ukuthi konakelephi bese sikwazi ukulungisa. Ngaleyo ndlela siyazi ukuthi akekho umuntu noma umzali noma unkosikazi olinde ukuthi umkhwenyana noma uyise weingane zakhe abuye ngebhokisi. Bonke abafundi nodadewethu sifisa ukuthi babuyele emakhaya bephila kulokho esimuzi. Lokho esikunxusa kubahlali basemahostela.
Oneqhaza elikhulu la emahostela kungani isikhathi esiningi amahostela ebonakala njengeindawo ezifuya izinkabi?
Ubunkabi kahle hle thina siye sikubuke njengento engekho nakuba ke kuyinto eyenzakalayo. Mhlawumbe kufanele sikubheke ukuthi uma into ikhona ithini cause indawo lesihlala kuzona abudala ukuthi abantu bayizigebengu abantu kakhulukazi emahostela abasebenzi so ungasebenzi ke ikhona ubekudala zonke lezi zinto zokuthi umuntu acabange ukuthi ngizokwenza kanjani ukuthola iphalisho lokuyesiswini azagcina umuntu esengena ebugebengwini. Ingakho sithi thina siyafisa uhulumeni ayibheke abanzi indaba yabahlali basemahostela ngoba amahostela abantu abaze ukuzokondla imindeni yabo kodwa ngeshwa out of 10 emahostela kusebenza abantu abawu4 usisonke usebenzi. So ke lonto nginika ukuthi ke lo muntu ufala acabanga ubugebengu ebengesona isigebengu. Ile nto ke sisho thina.
Yes, as I'm asking Ray, I don't know if you will due to time constraints. I'm going to show you another group now. Babu Mthembiseni Thusi here is saying that when you pose the question as to why the hostels to a large extent and most of the time they are seen to be accommodating housing is in Kabi, what we call now as hitmen. And most of the time police do arrest those hitmen who are usually involved in political killings. Usually they are found in such areas such as the hostels here at Ubamash. Saying that the cause could be that people here, especially those who are staying here at hostels, are not working. Of unemployment is saying is also estimating that out of 10 people saying that only 4 who could be working and 6 are not working. In summary, saying that only 60% of people who are not working, those people especially who are staying in hostels here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, also calling on government to also intervene in that regard to ensure that people are given employment so that they can root out crime in these areas as they are now going back to their respective places. Is calling on all hostel dwellers to ensure that they do not renew any sort of hostilities that are seen in this area. Well, Glebelands hostel hasn't been stable for quite some time now. Even political killings, it is also one of those areas that has always been on the news for the wrong reasons. As you are seeing now, a group of men dancing, doing Zulu dance. I don't know if we can grab one or two so that we can have a word with one of them so that perhaps we see where do they come from. Sabona Miss Jani, please tell us your names and also where do you guys come from?
My name is Notobeko Zuma. I'm coming from Emlazi E section.
Why are you part of this gathering?
I'm also the maidens. I'm also part of the maidens that usually go to Engoma, Umhlanga. So we are here to support Bamahostela, so that we're saying no for them in fighting and everything.
You're supporting the cause.
Yes, I am supporting the cause.
And we know that King Mr. Zulu has just been coronated. What do you feel about that? You can also see here people are wearing in traditional regalia, and that was also the theme just 2 weeks ago when King Mr. Zulu was being coronated.
For me, it was such an honor. It is now still such an honor to be part of the maidens and to see our king being put on his throne, because we only know the late king who passed on, so we never saw him being put on the throne. So for us, it was just a huge favor for us to see him part of it.
Usiso la efushane khona ngakusho nje.
Hello.
Yebo.
1 2. Sanibona. 1 2 3.
Why are you so proud to be part of this gathering?
Ukuthi ngoba la kuzogqugquzelwa ngobunye bamahostela ukuthi amahostela bangabulalani, nanokuthi abantu besifazana bangabulawa, abahloniphane, bethandane nje, kuzogqugquzela ubunye.
Check 1 2.
It's all about the theme of uniting different hostels so that they can smoke peacefully. Yeah, Griselda.
1 2. 1 and 2. Check.
Vusi, thank you very much indeed. I'm sure we'll cross to you throughout the day to get the latest there, especially when that festival does get underway. A very important, of course, a program underway there to deal with issues of killings at hostels. Glebelands hostel was, of course, one of those that had been in the spotlight for a very long time as a result of violence that had engulfed that particular area over a number of years. So